Welcome back to the Panzer Grenadier playthrough. Ageila is the scenario we're playing. And it's one minor correction here. I misspoke about the time last turn. Last turn was the 1430 turn, not the 1445. This is now the 1445 turn. So still got some time here, but the Italians kind of recovered, did a little bit of damage to the British, but the German tanks did not get a chance to activate due to fog of war at the end of last turn. So let's go on with this one. Let's see who gets the initiative. Once again, the German Italians have base of 4, British have a base of 3. So 3 plus 4 is 7, 3 plus 3 is 6. The Italians get the first move. Okay. I think we've got to have the tanks get moving. They're in good shape now. The tanks have to fire. I'm worried about getting this heavy machine gun dug in before it's too late to take them out by the tanks. So we're actually going to activate all 3 of these units. Center leaders will do that. This will activate as its stack. The leader in the tank will order the other tanks. The leader in the scout car will order himself. All of them, I think, are going to fire. They have to fire. All right, let's start with the center one. This is a big one. This is 11 plus 8 is 19 direct fire points. So with 19 direct fire points, that puts them on the 16 to 21. Very good chance of getting some sort of hit. And for column shifts, they are within range. There's no range modifiers. There's no close modifiers. There is a dug-in modifier. So for the dug-in units here, they will shift down to the 11 column. But our heavy machine gun is not dug in 100% yet, so they'll stay on the 16. So we'll have 2 results in the 11 and 16 column. Rolls an 8. So the units within the dug in are safe. It's a miss, but the machine guns get a morale check. So the leader there cannot help. He's a straight 8 with a straight morale check. And he winds up without a problem. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now, we do have these units here. They're on the 16, which is going to basically be the same thing here again. Dug in, but they are also up. Yeah, they're up 1 elevation, so that's going to be another -1 here. So if they fire, they'll be on the 16, but they'll get -1 for the dug in here, -1 for the elevation. So they'll be a -2, and then this one will be -1 for elevation. So we'll have 2 results on the 7 and the 11 columns here. Rolls a 6, and the 6 is a miss for both of them. All right, so those guys are ineffective on there. So if you're wondering, I could not combine those. Tanks never combined fire unless they're in the same hex as we saw here before. So the last one over here is 12. 10, 11, 12. Fire at him. Fire at them. That's going to be a -1. Leader on there. I'd like to stop that machine gun from digging in. So they're going to fire it there as well. So that's going to be 12. So they'll be on the 11 column. And stay on the 11 for the heavy machine gun. And then the dug-in folks will be 7. Rolls an 8. And that is a miss. All 3 of them missed. Okay, so that's the activation. Over to the British. They're safe for now, so I don't think I'll need to dig them in yet. But my mortars back here, they'd be halved, so they'd be only 12. I could self-spot 16. Try to pinch them again. 6, 8, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry. Yeah, they're in range. And activate all. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really help. Alright, so with our mortars, what are we going to do here? Yeah, but he can't fire through his own units. I really don't want to abandon those dug-in positions, but they're getting so close. Well, these guys aren't going to, so I think we got to go with him. Alright, we're going to take them, these guns. We'll fire at the Capiano's hex right there. Spotted by our leader guy here. So that will be a 13 plus 13 is 26. Plus 1 for the special ability. Puts him on the 30 column. Well, it's a hit. It's a hit. It's an X. It's a direct hit. This could be good for the British. So, 1 step is lost for the Italians. Then we've got morale checks. Capiano, he's a 10 with a plus 2. Rolls a 7, he's okay. Then we've got the reduced unit. He is a 6 with plus 2 for morale. Puts him up to 8 with plus 2 on the dice roll. So he disrupts. And then we've got the last good full unit. He's 7, goes to 9 with plus 2 on the dice. He's okay. Alright, now we also have a leader loss check. Lost 1 unit, so it's going to be a -1 on the dice. And the leader's okay. Alright, so that was an effective hit. But didn't get the leader. Alright, next. So we're back over to the Italians. That kind of scares them a little bit. I think they got to move. So this Capitano is going to activate everybody around him to move. He will move as well. Yeah. And then the unit that's disrupted, actually he'll move as well. Alright, so let's get this right. So the machine gun is going to go 1, 2 into the motorcycle's hex. The motorcycle is going to go 2, 4. Stop there. The reduced guy, can only move 1 hex. So he's going to move in with a machine gun. Okay, and these guys are going to move 1, 2. Carefully staying out of range of him. And then the last one, 1, 2. Okay. Over to the British. Tough situation for the British. Worry about these units over here. Actually, I got to get that captain back. So let's activate his hex right there. They're going to move and to recover. So captain's recovery. It's going to be a. He'll need a. He's a 9. He'll need an 8 or less. Does not get it. It's not good. The demoralized unit. They're a 7. Demoralized puts them down to 6. Need a 5 or less. They don't get it. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have to run away. Get out of range of them. So they're going to move back 1. And that gets them out of harm's way. Leader stays where he is. Okay, back to the Italians. Italians are going to try for the mortars again with their mortar. As Capiano activates, the other Capiano over here will spot. So it'll be 8 plus 1 for firing at mortars. Puts them on the 12 column. 9, that's a morale check. So our leader in the hex, he's a 9, I believe. Yep, he's a 9. And he's in good shape. He can help them. So the first mortar is disrupted. His morale is now going to be a 9. And he's okay. Second mortar is also a 9. Both okay. Alright, so they shake off that attack. And then we go to the third activation for the British. And then we will start rolling Fog of Wars. Alright, this is where the other machine gun is going to be dug in. Actually, leave that like that for the moment. So, Fog of War. Nothing. Germans. Well, our Capiano over here, I think, will activate. Try to activate this Tendente to recover. All moving, and I'll move that as well. Alright, let's try to do recovery on the Tendente. He's an 8. Needs a 7 or less. Does not get it. It's one of our character leaders. He's stuck. So is this one up here. Yep. The only one getting anything done is this guy. He is, yeah, 1613. That is Greco. Yep, that's Greco. Alright. So he actually, well, I'll take care of the housekeeping. He should get a couple of points I forgot to mention for them. So he could actually fire. He hasn't fired it, has he? Alright, so they'll actually fire. and try to go after this hex right here. In range, that 10 a day somewhere under here, right here, spot. So you should be able to see them. So it's going to be 18. No, excuse me, 14 and 8 is 22. And no other beneficial shifts. Rolls a 10, that's a hit. It's an M1 on our other character leader here. So he's an 8 with a +1. Oh, he's fine. Next one. Now he's got a bonus, morale bonus to help him out. So the heavy machine gun's now going to have a morale of 9 with +1. He's fine. Same for the infantry. Both fine. Everybody shakes it off. And yeah, there we go. And he will actually get a point for a hit. So let's see, 2, 3, there we go. There we go. All right, and that's it. No fault. Back over to the Italian-German turn. Oh, I forgot to move these Capiano down here. Done me. Oh well. Put a move marker on them. They got still stunned from everything. Let's see, we're over to the British. What to do? I mean, they could fire, but it's really extremely low odds that they do anything. They can team up. That's 4, 8. Yeah, extremely low odds. I don't want them firing at 1, 2, 3. British don't have much. Well, the leader in with the mortars. The mortars haven't fired yet. So I think he's going to activate the mortars. They're going to... One that's disrupted is going to move. One that's not is going to fire. What do I do with this infantry? Can't move him up. He's going to get shot at. Well, I think I have to. This infantry under here is going to move as well. Just look here. No, they need to be transported. The infantry behind will also move. Alright, so let's do some of the movement here first. So that comes off. He's going to go 1, 2, and they'll take 1 shot at him right there. So that'll be 7. Up 1 for moving, opportunity fire, but down 1 for range. So it's on the 7. Oh, 11. That's an M1 hit. But he's okay. He's an 8, and he rolls a 6. So he made it. Needless to say, he's not going any further. Now, this other guy here, he's going to go 1, 2, and stop there. Now, the one mortar Just going to fire on that captain's hex again. Got to try to slow him down. So he's 8 with a +1 for self-spotting. So winds up on the 12. And he gets an 8. That's a miss. And now the last one is recovery by him. So the leader can help out. So he's 8, goes up to 9, needs an 8 or less. And he gets an 8. He's back in good stead. And he is finished. And oh, there we go. That's it. Another fog of war. Ending 1445 turn, bringing us to 1500. Well, a little bit of mixed bag here for this turn. The German tanks were ineffective against the dug-in units. And they were able to continue to dig in. The Italians are still moving along. The command is doing better. Although a little mix-up in the back end there slowed them down. They're still kind of strung out. Their artillery is now coming online and making some effective hits. And in the center here, British are trying to mount some sort of attack to hopefully pin the Italian units so they can't get off the board. But it's looking kind of tough at this moment. But we'll see how it goes with everything. With this. So that's the end of 1445, and we'll see you at the 1300 turn.